Devşirme in the Ottoman Palace School. The primary objective of the palace school was to train the ablest children for leadership positions, either as military leaders or as high administrators to serve the Devlet. Although there are many resemblances between Enderûn and other palace schools of the previous civilizations, such as those of the Abbasids and Seljuks of the contemporary European palace schools, Enderûn was unique with respect to the background of the student body and its meritocratic system. In the strict draft phase, students were taken forcefully from the Christian population of the empire and were converted to Islam. Jews and Gypsies were exempted from Devşirme, and so were all Muslims, except those coming from Bosnia, who were incorporated into it in groups called potur in Bosnian. Those entrusted to find these children were scouts, who were specially trained agents throughout the empire's European lands. Scouts were recruiting youngsters according to the talent and ability with school subjects, in addition to the personality, character, and physical perfection. The Enderûn candidates were not supposed to be orphans, or the only child in the family. They must not have already learned to speak Turkish or a craft trade. The ideal age of a recruit was between 10 and 20 years of age. Mehmed Refik Beg mentioned that youth with a bodily defect, no matter how slight, was never admitted into palace service, since Turks believed that a strong soul and a good mind could be found only in a perfect body. The selected children were dressed in red, so that they could not easily escape on the way to Constantinople. The cost of the Devşirme service and their clothes were paid by the villagers or communities. The boys were gathered into cohorts of 100 or more to walk to Constantinople, where they were circumcised and divided between the palace schools and the military training. Anyone not chosen for the palace spent years being toughened by hard labor on Anatolian farms until they were old enough from the military. The brightest youths who fit into the general guidelines and had a strong primary education were then given to selected Muslim families across Anatolia to complete the enculturation process. They would later attend schools across Anatolia to complete their training for 6 to 7 years in order to qualify as ordinary military officers. They would get the highest salaries amongst the administrators of the empire, and very well respected in public. Armageddon defined the system as a pyramid which was designed to select the elite of the elite, the ablest and most physically perfect. Only a very few would reach the palace school.